The Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi was in Katsina State today on the tour of his campaign train that has been moving around Nigeria, canvassing for people's interest and also for people to come out to vote for him on the 25th of February 2023. However, unlike other events or other campaigns that he has attended with his train, this will go down as one of the ones that did not really go well. What actually happened? How I was attacked in Katsina State, says Peter Obi. Hello everyone, welcome to Newsport TV. Presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, has narrated how his campaign team was attacked in Katsina State. Obi's team, that has been on a state-to-state tour, touched down in Katsina on Monday. It was reported how the presidential candidate wooed voters and promised to tackle insecurity if elected. In a statement issued on his behalf, Diron Ifade, head of media, Obi Dati Presidential Campaign Council, said that the attack on Obi and his campaign is condemnable. Our candidate had met with women in a town hall and then held a hugely successful rally at the Mohammed Diko Stadium. However, on his way to the airport, hoodlums attacked the car our candidate was riding in with heavy stones from his driver's side, causing substantial damage to the vehicle. To the glory of God, Mr. Obi and other occupants of the cars were unhurt. Subsequently, another set of thugs also threw stones outside the stadium, which damaged several vehicles, including that of our official stage crew, Onifade said. According to him, the two incidents taken together made the team to suspect that the attacks may have been premeditated at the behest of desperate politicians who had been deluding themselves with the false claim that they had the Northwest in their pockets, but are now shocked by the show of force of the obedience movement in the region. While commending the people of Katsina who came out en masse to support their campaign on Monday, he urged security agencies to investigate the attacks to forestall future occurrences. Wow, this is something that a lot of well-meaning Nigerians, a lot of good-natured Nigerians have been praying against. Regardless of whatever is going on, regardless of how disgruntled we are with the current APC government, we feel that we've gotten to a stage of maturity in our national lives that every candidate or every intending voter should be free to associate and to vote or to move on a campaign tour with whoever he or she has preferred as a candidate. I think going back to the archaic way of doing things by assaulting, throwing things at, booing, or whatever of presidential candidates might not go well. Not in this century, not in 2023. We've gone beyond that, and this election is a very crucial one, and we know that come rain, come shine, somebody is going to win, Buhari is going to step down, somebody else will take over, and we keep moving and hoping for the best. But Nigerians have the role to decide. We won't just pray for it to happen. We must do the work. We must choose, we must vote, we must make sure that due process is followed, and we must importantly hold our politicians and our leaders accountable for whatever is going on. So unlike all the other tours that he has made around, Peter Obi is lucky to have been able to escape by whiskers, because you can imagine the amount of stones that would have been thrown at his vehicle, and thank God nobody was hurt, and that is what is most important. Now, going to Katsina State is quite sensitive because Katsina State is the state where the president of Nigeria hails from, Daura in Katsina State. That is his home. That is where he has said that once he steps down from office in the next 4 months, he's going back to his farm in Daura. So, of course, a lot of people there will have the sentimental attachment to their son who is at the helm of affairs. But that doesn't mean that is speaking for everybody in Katsina State. There are still a lot of people who will be, who would rather prefer maybe the APC flag bearer, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, maybe the Labour Party flag bearer, Peter Obi, or maybe the NNPP, that is Rabiu Kwakwanso. So it's a right. Everybody has a right to choose whoever they want to, but bringing violence into it does not make sense and should not be encouraged. And we just hope that this will just take a stop and not continue. Because the moment it starts, it is going to be unending, and we don't want situations where there will be chaos or there will be riots or there will be loss of lives or properties. There is too much hardship already in the land that we do not need to start importing or start encouraging violence. No life is worth whatever is going on. We should get to that point of maturity to say, you know what, regardless of whoever you're supporting or whoever I'm supporting, you have the right to do yours, I have the right to do mine. Let us be civil with each other. This is the digital age. This is the time when people are very much aware. Even the old politicians are now seeing that they are no longer in firm control of the situations. I think in the history of Nigeria, this is one election that they are finding it hard and are sweating really hard, that before they dangle the carrots at people, people are asking questions to say, what's the color of the carrot you're bringing to the table and how far can we go with it? Unlike before that, when they dangle the carrot like this, everybody just grabs the carrots and we think, oh, everything they're telling us is going to be taking hook, line and sinker. But it's not going to be the same, and it's not the same anymore. So the issue of bringing violence into politicking, into campaigning, should be avoided at all costs. Let our leaders set a good tone. Let the security agencies do the right thing and not just say, okay, because this is happening to Labour parties, presidential aspirants, vehicle or campaign train, let us throw our face somewhere. This is not happening to, for example, the APC flag bearer. Because the truth of the matter is, every one of them have their own followership. And I must say, at this point, we are at the pitch of the whole event. We are reaching a crescendo, and honestly, we cannot afford to now mess things up. 25th of February 2023 is not going to be the same, as we are all waiting, seizing our breath to say, what is the next phase for Nigeria? Who is the next person to take over the wheel of leadership in Nigeria? And how long can we just get started with a new Nigeria? Unlike the mess, we keep saying it, APC's government has brought us into a mess that we are all finding ourselves in right now because nothing is working. As at yesterday, some staff of the airports were on strike. They were protesting. They didn't work because they were not paid their salaries. People were left stranded at the airport, and it was highly embarrassing for a country that has a leader, an active leader, president, and all the people who are supposed to be in the seat of power or authority at the airport are still there without any head ruling. It was just an embarrassment seeing that happen in Nigeria, and we are thinking to say, is this the kind of government we are going to continue with? It's been 8 years already, putting a full stop to it, and we can only say au revoir to them as they take their leave, and hopefully Nigeria will use their senses to bring the next leader on board without sentiment of religion, ethnicity, or of whatever. But really, what we have found ourselves now, whether anybody likes to hear it or not, is total mess of the Nigerian economy. And we need to change the narrative dispassionately. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and drop your constructive comments in the comment section below. Like I always say, Nigeria will flow with milk and honey again, and may God bless Nigeria. See you in the next news. Bye for now.